The concept of being born again transcends the simple act of physical birth. It refers to a rebirth of the soul, a profound process of internal transformation that is not limited to a superficial change, but involves a complete revision of the way we perceive life and the reality around us. This spiritual rebirth involves abandoning old patterns of behavior, selfishness, and materialistic views, replacing them with a higher and more divine understanding of existence. When spiritually reborn, the individual not only revisits and transforms their perception of life, but also begins to manifest higher and more positive aspects of their inner being, including compassion, wisdom, and the ability to love unconditionally. This process of renewal is continuous and requires constant effort to maintain the evolution of consciousness, through the practice of virtues that accelerate the spiritual ascension of the being. The journey of rebirth, therefore, is an invitation to a deep awakening to spiritual truth and direct connection with the divine, which makes us aware of our divine and eternal nature. The relationship between spirit and matter has often been interpreted in a polarized way, with many spiritual and religious scholars considering matter as something inferior, a kind of prison for the spirit. However, this simplified view does not take into account the complexity of the interdependence between the two. The physical body should not be seen as a limitation of the spirit, but as a vital instrument for expressing spiritual energy, allowing human beings to experience material reality and learn from it. The body is the vehicle that the spirit uses to interact with the physical world and fulfill its evolutionary journey, and it is into it that the spirit projects its qualities, desires, emotions, and intentions. The true essence of the human being is in the spirit, but this manifests itself through matter, which is a condensed form of energy. To despise matter or see it as worthless is to ignore the fundamental role it plays in the experience of the spirit and in the learning necessary for its growth. Therefore, being born again is also learning to see matter not as an obstacle, but as a reflection of the divine energy that lives in each human being, recognizing that spirit and matter walk together in a process of evolution and mutual improvement. Spiritual rebirth is not an instantaneous change, but a gradual process of expanding consciousness, which involves the ability to perceive beyond the physical appearance of things. When a person is born again, he begins to perceive life with a new, deeper, and more spiritual vision. This awakening allows humans to connect with the spiritual and divine world in a more direct way, seeing beyond the veil of material limitations. When spiritually reborn, the individual comes to realize that the kingdom of God is not just a distant or heavenly place, but a dimension of harmony, peace, and love that can be experienced here and now, in every moment of existence. The kingdom of God is present in all aspects of life, from everyday interactions to the deepest experiences of contemplation and meditation. This new look reveals that everything in the universe, including human beings, is permeated by divine energy, and that understanding and experiencing divine laws are essential for the individual to align with the greater purpose of creation. Spiritual awareness is, therefore, a journey of continuous enlightenment, where the human being discovers that his true nature is divine, and by living this truth, he comes into tune with the kingdom of God, beginning to experience the peace and serenity that this state provides. The process of spiritual rebirth is also a continuous process of evolution and learning. The spiritual journey is not a point of arrival, but a road that continually unfolds, where each step offers a new opportunity to grow and improve. Spiritual birth implies that, throughout life, human beings will go through several phases of learning, where their knowledge and perceptions about themselves and the world around them will be gradually refined. Each experience, whether positive or negative, offers an important lesson that contributes to the improvement of the soul. Spiritual rebirth is, therefore, a path of constant improvement, which does not occur in a linear way, but through cycles of trial, error, adjustment, and evolution. Each experience brings with it the opportunity to overcome past limitations, clear accumulated karma, and transform the imperfections of the being. The objective of this process is to achieve a state of inner harmony and alignment with divine laws, which allows the individual to live more fully, more consciously, and more connected to the divine. The spirit, throughout its incarnations and reincarnations, accumulates and refines this learning until it reaches a level of purity and perfection that enables it to live eternally in harmony with the kingdom of God. The law of karma and the concept of reincarnation are closely linked to the process of being born again, as both explain how the spirit evolves throughout its various existences. Karma, at its core, refers to the idea that a person's actions, good or bad, generate consequences that affect their future experience. These actions shape each individual's destiny and determine the conditions and challenges they will face in their subsequent lives. Being born again, therefore, involves the opportunity to adjust and correct past mistakes through new experiences that enable spiritual evolution. Reincarnation offers the spirit a chance to be reborn in different contexts and circumstances in order to learn and correct its past failures. Each new life is an opportunity to adjust accumulated karma, overcome limitations, and develop virtues that bring the spirit closer to divine perfection. Spiritual birth is, therefore, a cyclical and continuous process of learning, where each incarnation represents a new opportunity for the spirit to evolve towards its true divine nature. In each life, the spirit is challenged to transform itself, so that, at the end of its journey, it can reach spiritual plenitude and live in accordance with divine laws. In short, the phrase "no one can see the kingdom of God unless they are born again" conveys the idea that true spiritual understanding and access to divine reality are not possible without profound internal transformation. This being born again is a spiritual rebirth that requires a significant change in the way we perceive and relate to life. By freeing ourselves from the limitations of ego and materialism, and connecting with our true divine nature, we are able to enter the kingdom of God, a reality of harmony, peace, and love that transcends material experience. This process of spiritual transformation is continuous, and involves the evolution of the spirit throughout multiple incarnations and experiences. Thus, experiencing the kingdom of God is a gradual process of purification and perfection, in which human beings learn to align themselves increasingly with divine laws, until reaching plenitude and eternal peace. By being born again, human beings open themselves to a new understanding of life, becoming capable of living in harmony with the universe and experiencing the kingdom of God in a profound and transformative way. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave a like. Share this message of spiritual transformation with your friends and help spread the light of inner rebirth. Together we can achieve the kingdom of God.